Hey guys, I just have something real quick to say about dog training, dog trainers, seminars, dog training methods. Often I'm asked this question: Hey Will, what do you think about this trainer? Or hey Will, you were talking about this. Some trainers do this and some trainers do that. Who are those trainers? What do you think about this method? What do you think about this? What do you think about this video? And here's the thing, guys. There is a lot of BS in the dog training industry. There really is. There's a lot of good information. There's a lot of good teachers. There's a lot of good dog trainers out there. But there is so much BS. There really is. And I understand the need to want to verify something with somebody you trust, somebody you look up to, and go, hey, so and so, what do you think about this trainer? What do you think about this method? Because if that person tells you, hey, that person checks out, then you feel comfortable. If that person says, I don't know about him, I don't know about that method, then you feel like, well, if this person that I look up to is not sure about that or about that person, then maybe there is something wrong with it. Here's the thing: you will not learn to think independently until you yourself understand the basics of operant conditioning. Okay? One thing that I see often is people kind of look down on operant conditioning terminology. They look down on the quadrants. They go, well, why do you need to know the quadrants? If you're a good dog trainer, you're a good dog trainer. Some of the best dog trainers I know don't know what the quadrants are. Look, that might be nice and all, but if you know the quadrants, if you know the basics of operant conditioning, if you understand motivators, if you understand schedules of reinforcement, if you understand, um, you know, stimulus control, you understand stimulus discrimination, you understand classical conditioning. If you understand all those things, establishing operations, if you understand that, then it'll be easy for you to think independently. And when you see a training method, when you see a dog trainer, a new dog training method, you yourself will be able to tell this is BS or this checks out. But you need to really understand the basics of classical conditioning, operant conditioning. You really need to do your homework and study. And if you're invested in dog training, if you call yourself a dog trainer, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your clients to be educated, to be well informed. Otherwise, you're always going to be messaging somebody. You're always going to be, second guessing yourself. Don't do that. Study. Actually put forth the effort to learn what these things mean. People make fun of that all the time, but in reality, once you know these things, which every dog trainer really should know, then you won't be fooled that easy by these new flashy training methods, by these books and these seminars and these speakers. Because as you see the information unravel in front of you, as you see the method, as you hear the speaker talk, or as you read that book, you'll be able to tell what this person is talking about falls into this category. However, the way he's approaching it is a little bit contradictory to what this method, actually says, right? Or what this term actually means, something like that. It's really much, much easier once you know the information, because then you'll be able to filter that. Okay? So again, really, really educate yourself with this boring, terminology, with this boring information. You owe it, again, you owe it to your clients, you owe it to the dogs you're going to be working with, and you owe it to yourself. You're not always going to have somebody to send a message to and say, hey, what do you think about this trainer? What do you think about this method? So study, educate yourself.